Who is
Susano.
Alright, so hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know who Susano is, what he does, and how to counter him. Alright, let's just jump right on in with this passive. For every ability that is trained and it's on cooldown, he'll gain 4% movement speed for a total of 16% extra movement speed. But they have to be trained. You cannot come out the fountain with bonus 16% movement speed. Moving on to this unique one that Susano has called Storm Kata, Kata, whatever you want to call it. It has the first part, which is a large cone. Second part, large AoE. Third part is just a dash with no damage. This ability can be cancelled in the middle of any of those parts to use another ability or to auto attack. This allows Susano to go in, hit you with the cone AoE combo, hit you with some more basic attacks to finish you off, then dash to safety. Moving on to its 2, Wind Siphon. This provides excellent setup for Susano and all of his abilities because it pulls back enemies that are caught in the middle of his cone. Enemies on the side of his cone just take the damage. Alright, moving on to his 3. Susano throws some freaking wind at his opponent. If it hits his opponent, he can teleport to it, going wherever his opponent goes and reducing the cooldown of Jetstream to 8 seconds. This ability deals damage over time, aka dot damage. Alright, next is Susano's 4, his ultimate, Typhoon. Susano creates a Typhoon. The Typhoon slowly pulls in enemies towards the center. Once the duration is over, or Susano activates the ability again, it'll go in the direction Susano is facing, knocking up all enemies. Okay, so this is what you'll mostly see Susano's doing. They'll use their 2 to confirm the damage for their 1. Since you are knocked up in the air, there is no beating out of it because you can't beat the knockup, and it's just free damage from there on out because the dash, well, if you decide to dash, it'll be too late since the abilities come out so quickly. Alright, so before I tell you how to counter Susano and how to deal with them, I'll first give you some tips. Auto attack canceling and Susano are like bread and butter. They just go together. If you're not doing it, then you're just doing yourself a disservice because you're missing out on so much damage. The only time I would suggest not trying an auto attack cancel is when you're doing a Storm Kata, because right clicking during that is very awkward and it does not feel right. So I would not suggest you try to cancel and get that one auto attack. Go ahead and throw an ability in, but even then I wouldn't do it. Alright, next, all of Susano's abilities go through walls, except his Jetstream 3 and the dash on the Storm Kata. Now, I would recommend building Pen and Power on Susano, but if you're not having the best game, well then Susano can just change into a tank like Thor does. Since he doesn't have to be damaged all the time, he has great utility and can initiate fights with his ultimate. So to go tanky, you can go into like a Void Shield or a Mantle Discord late game, Spirit Robe if you feel like you're getting locked down too hard, a Breastplate of Valor. You know, you want to have your 2 and your ultimate up often. You want the utility. Okay, I know what you're thinking. God damn! So he can choose to burst me down, or he can choose to go tanky, knock me up, pull me back, get hit by the squad. This dude is OP. Well, he can be annoying, alright? But to counter Susano is not as hard as you might think. It just requires some timing and some reflexes, really. Susano's greatest counter is pretty much any form of CC, but especially cripples, roots, and silences. So someone like Ares with chains applies a slow, basically nullifying his passive, doesn't let him teleport, doesn't let him dash, so there goes his 1 and 3. And he's stuck there because he has no CC immunity, so if Ares decides to ultimate him, he has to pop beads or he's getting pulled. No way around it. Okay, now here's a list of gods with roots, cripples, and silences. You cannot let Susano play his game. If he gets to play his game, which is just peeking in and out, he's already won. Alright, so hopefully this gives you a basic understanding of what Susano does and what Susano's like to do, and how to counter that and how to stop him from pub stomping all the freaking time. or rain stomping, depending what you're playing. And if you have some frustrating god or some god you don't understand, you want me to break them down, leave a comment, I'll get to them. But as of right now, I think I'm looking towards Erling Shen or Fafnir. But until then, you can find me waiting in the lobby.